following Thursday.
Hey guys, I hope you can see me alright. Today is June 27th, and if you look in there, you can see we're all packed up. That only means one thing. That's right, me and my family are going on a road trip. Not just anywhere, we're going to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We will be spending tonight, Friday night, which is tomorrow, and we will come home Saturday night. So we'll spend the whole day tomorrow in Oklahoma City looking at different attractions like the Oklahoma City Bombing Museum and more. And we'll also explore Bricktown as well. So I'm going to, of course, do a road trip on the way down, and I will show you guys some interesting sights that we see on the way down. So I hope you guys will enjoy the road trip video, and without further ado, let's get rolling.
2 very boring minutes later.
Alright guys, the official time right now is 8 o'clock a.m. on Thursday morning. We are now officially leaving, so I will give you guys an update when we're on the road.
15 minutes later.
At this point, guys, we're now officially getting on Interstate 35, which is the main route that we will be taking all the way to Oklahoma City. According to the GPS, we should be there in about 7 hours and 45 minutes. Going through Kansas City. There's the road right there. We're now officially on I-35, and I'll follow you guys up later.
1 hour later.
So about an hour has passed since the last update, and right now we're getting pretty close to the Missouri-Iowa state line. We only got about a mile left to go before we get to the state line. As you can see out here, it's pretty plain. Pretty much like how most of the trip's gonna be. Missouri and Kansas, in my opinion, are pretty bland since they're flat and there's nothing important. Because, you know, they're both flat. Iowa, well, since that's where I live, it's acceptable. As you can see right here, we're getting ready to get into the state line. There we go. Welcome to Missouri.
A few minutes later.
Currently, right now, we are at a rest stop about a few miles outside of Eagleville, Missouri. We're here to make a quick pit stop, and then in a little bit, we're getting ready to get back on the interstate. So I'll give you guys an update when we get back on the interstate.
Meanwhile,
The current time right now is about 9:42 a.m. Central Standard Time. As you can see, we're in a pretty rural area of Missouri. Pretty bland, as you can see. We're just coming up to the town of Bethany, Missouri, and we should be in the outskirts of Kansas City in hopefully about an hour. So I'll give you guys an update when we get pretty close to Kansas City.
1 hour later.
The current time is now officially 10:48 p.m. and if you see up there, it's hard to see, but right up there is a roller coaster. Right there is Worlds of Fun, Kansas City. So yeah. Right now we are officially in the southern part of Liberty, Missouri, and are now officially coming up to Kansas City. So yeah, I'd say we're about a quarter of the way there. So should be in Oklahoma City hopefully by 6 o'clock.
15 minutes later.
Hard to see, but behind those trees over there is downtown Kansas City, but it's hard to see since there's a lot of trees, but I managed to see it for a split second. But we should be in Kansas shortly.
2 later.
We are now officially approaching the Kansas state line. As you can see right there, there's the river.
That's high.
There's the state line. Now officially in the Kansas City, Kansas. Welcome to Kansas.
15 minutes later.
As we were making a pit stop here in Kansas, I noticed that there's this big chunk of vacant lot of land right here. And I was curious to wonder what it was. It looks like it was something to do with retail. And I was right. You see that right there? That right there is the Indian Springs Mall sign that is still there, even though that the mall is gone. The mall opened in the 70s, and it was originally anchored by Macy's, Montgomery Ward, JCPenney, and a cinema. However, the mall closed in 2001 when high crime rate and a lot of other retail factors played a role in this mall's death. As you can see, it's been demolished since. However, plans are in the works to redevelop this property.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Time is about 11:40. We are currently only about, about 8 miles outside of Lawrence, Kansas, and we're gonna eat lunch here at McDonald's, and then after that I'm gonna drive, so let's go eat. So what I got to eat today, right here, I've got a quarter pounder, ketchup only, and then in here I have orange high C and my medium fry. So let's eat.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, well it is currently 12:10 p.m. and I just got done eating here at McDonald's. Right now I'm getting ready to drive through Kansas, so there aren't going to be any updates probably for quite a while until I'm done driving for the Kansas part of the trip. So I'll give you guys an update, hopefully when we get close to the Oklahoma-Kansas border.
2 hours later.
I'd say it's about almost 2 o'clock, and currently we are about halfway between Emporia and El Dorado, Kansas. And since we had to make a quick pit stop here at this small service area, I wanted to point something out. This is what Kansas is about. Nothing but flippin' flat everything. Almost no farms, nothing, just open grazed land. And you can literally see everything open. It's kind of generic. Well, in my opinion, it's honestly kind of more boring and flat, but cool in a way to where you can just see nothing but flat everything. So that's what's unique about Kansas. But other than that, it's pretty bland.
Meanwhile, in rural Kansas.
Alright, the current time right now is 2:18 p.m. We're still rolling through Kansas. We just entered the outskirts of El Dorado, Kansas, and as you can see, still pretty much the same as it was when we stopped back there. Should be rolling into Wichita hopefully in the next half hour, and hopefully we'll see some more then. Alright, well it's about a minute before 2:30. We just passed the Andover, Kansas exit, and we are officially around the outskirts of Wichita. So if you look over there, that's, I believe, the Andover High School, if I can be correct. Looks like a nice school. It's pretty big. So hopefully the more further we get into Wichita, you might be able to see more parts of it. So I'll record again if we get closer to Wichita.
A few minutes later.
Current time is about 2:33. We're starting to get into the more populated retail business area of Wichita, so most of the buildings in town and downtown are kind of not tall enough to where you can see them from a certain point, but well, I mean, we're getting toward a hill, so you might be able to see part. I think it's just past something. I think that's could be McConnell Air Force Base. But yep, we're in Wichita, so nothing really special.
Eventually.
Right now the current time is 3:15 p.m. and we are just a few miles southeast of South Haven, Kansas, and we are getting ready to cross into the Oklahoma-Kansas state line. So we'll be coming into Oklahoma pretty shortly. This bridge right here is the state line. Welcome to Oklahoma.
A few moments later.
Current time is about 3:26 p.m. and we're about 440 miles on the trip, and right now we are coming through the town of Blackwell, Oklahoma, and about 45 miles that way is the Twister Museum in Waukeeta, Oklahoma. On Saturday, me and my family are going to go visit that again. I'll do definitely some more in-depth footage on that place, and it's pretty cool. I highly recommend that you guys visit that place.
20 minutes later.
Current time is about 3:45 p.m. and we're still rolling through Oklahoma. We're about 80 miles north of the outskirts of Oklahoma City. Should be in Oklahoma City about another hour and 15 minutes. And as you can see, it's not as wet as it was in Kansas, and there's one of their oil pumper things. It was pretty common in Oklahoma. So yeah, we're in rural part of Noble County, so we should be close to getting to Logan County soon. Meanwhile, in Oklahoma, current time is about 4:30 almost, and we just got done at this little travel stop here, just about 15 miles west of Stillwater, Oklahoma, and we're now heading back towards Oklahoma City, and we should be there in about 45 minutes at the most. But that rest area there is actually kind of quite interesting because it has a upstairs market, and they have like a giant ramp surrounding a pirate ship model. I'm not kidding, you can look it up online. So well, we're getting back on the road, so talk to you guys when we get close to Oklahoma City.
Later.
A little after 4:45 p.m. I'd say we're around 475 miles deep into the trip, and we are now officially in the city of Edmond, which means we're now officially in the Oklahoma City metropolitan area. So we're on the outskirts of town, so hopefully when I do the next clip, you might be able to see some parts of downtown, but I guess it's our way of saying that we're officially in the vicinity of Oklahoma City. Look at that cross, isn't that pretty interesting? Anyways, we're officially on the edge of Edmond now, so we are almost getting ready to get into Oklahoma City, so I thought that'd be interesting to show that cross. It's hard to see, but over there about a year and a half ago, when we went to Houston, me and my family stayed at that hotel. But since we're spending more time in Oklahoma City, we're actually staying in a different hotel tonight, which is near downtown. So it's gonna be an interesting spot.